pharmacist again. If you're new here, just wanted to introduce myself first. My name is Pankaj and I'm a pharmacist in the UK, and normally I make content about holistic health while working in pharmacy sector for over 15 years. There is a lot of misinformation about natural remedies. So I just want to bridge that gap between conventional and traditional system. How back in the days people used to treat every disease, but we are moving away from it. So I want to bring back everything what we knew, the ancestors, but backed by the science. So everything I provide is scientifically backed. There's a lot of research about it. For example, I made a video about ghee is clarified butter. So all the information about is healthy, is good, a lot of benefit over normal butter, but there are also cautions. For example, people who suffer from high cholesterol, so they should use in moderation. So everything, I just don't uh, promote anything. Just basically, if somebody says just take chia seed, well, I took chia seed for 2 weeks. It didn't agree with me at all. It caused me bloating and everything, you name it, feeling of sickness as well. So no, so everything I do is I provide scientific evidence if and who should avoid it. Okay, so just yeah. So today video I just want to talk about SAD, seasonal affective disorder. What that means is we feel low based on season, and seasonal affective disorder is mainly happens during the season of winter and fall, when we don't see much sunlight, it's all dark and gloomy, and that's when we feel, that's where his seasonal affective disorder, which is SAD. Now there is a storm in the UK where we are, so we've been stuck at home all day. There is literally, we haven't seen sun for more than I think a week now, and it's all windy, stormy, freezing cold. It's been -1, -3 for past few days, and now it's a very strong storm outside. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Chances are you won't, because I've got this mic attached, so it filters out all the external noise. But it's really loud storm. The wind, it fence, literally our wooden fence is just moving like this. It's scary to see outside. I don't know the name of this storm, but I should be able to find it. Let me quick Google it here. And I did receive a message from our northern power grid, which supply gas and electricity in northern region. So let's find out the name of it. I did check it. It was a funny name of the storm. So this is storm Darag. I may be saying it wrong. Darragh. And as I open, just put a, all I've got is weather alert warnings. So a lot of warnings being issued. Wales sees thousands lose power after storm. So yes, this is the message and email I received. If your power supply is affected, do this, do that. So another one, man dies unfortunately as tree falls onto van while driving amid UK weather. So somebody died because of the winds. As I said, the winds are too strong. It made a tree fall. Yeah, so this is it. Now we've been stuck inside the house whole day since morning, literally. I personally haven't been out, no my wife or my son. We've been stuck at house, we're bored, and people who have kids, they probably understand more. It gets difficult. I mean, if you were to go alone, yes, you can just put yourself jacket on and you can go, but it's difficult. Now this is what weather affects, seasonal affective disorder, and this is what I want to talk about today. As I mentioned here, it mainly in winter. It happens when there is less sun, and I'm just checking anything happen. There are quite a few accidents on the motorway, so if you are from the UK, so just be careful when you drive. As I said, one tree fell on a car and it basically a person lost his life. Um, so what first is what causes sunlight? As you know, what causes SAD, seasonal affective disorder? It's number of reasons why we feel differently when it's winter, when there is no light, because obviously the days are shorter and we don't see no light, and it affects our circadian rhythm, our serotonin level and melatonin level in the body, and that's what one reason. And again, sunlight is responsible for production of serotonin at the same time as vitamin D is essential, and hence why when you're feeling low, it's definitely your vitamin D level should be checked as well. It affects our mood. Um, Second reason is obviously because of the winter and the days are shorter. Our body clock automatically it takes time to adjust to normal routine. Um, I mean, you may be doing things different if you know, especially when you're not working. So normally, if you're working, you have fixed kind of routine. You wake up at specific time, then you eat your breakfast. But in winter, it's different. Your body clock is kind of is trying to adjust, you know, to the exposure, to the light, to the wind, the temperature, and everything. And the way our body responds to that change is by obviously regulating hormones, and hormones control our moods and emotions. Um, and third reason is increased melatonin. Now, if you don't know, melatonin, obviously when people struggle to sleep, they get melatonin tablets or liquid, especially in the kids. While working at GP surgery, I notice honestly there are countless number of prescriptions from therapists. Kids are taking melatonin. Too much screen time, I would say, is very much responsible for that. You know, from few months old, they put their phones, tablet, PCs, and television. Literally, they constantly, obviously, the blue light affect our brain, and then it constantly, you know, working, so they can't go to sleep. Instead of removing the trigger, melatonin tablets is one of the easiest option. Um, so yeah, melatonin production. Melatonin is responsible for our sleep basically, and when we don't have enough sunlight, it affects our melatonin production. Um, Darkness, especially the darkness, is the reason it increases our melatonin. Hence why sleep hygiene, we recommend, you know, make sure the room is dark and comfortable, not too hot, not too warm. Sleep hygiene measures. So darkness increases melatonin production, and hence why when you have increased melatonin, you feel sleepy, and when you feel sleepy, you feel low. So that's one factor. It is sad. Seasonal affective disorders, and but yeah, everybody suffer differently from seasonal affective disorder. So some of the most common symptoms are, you would have expected, low energy. You constantly feel fatigue, just don't want to do anything. Weather, that's what it is. Weather, you know. I mean, it does happen. Something similar happen when it's too hot. It's called summer depression. The symptoms are slightly different because there is the daylight is too much, the day lasts too long, so we feel tired and anxious. Instead of depression, our body is overworking to adjust to, you know, the longer days, because the days are longer. Our body just know that, oh, the day hasn't finished, even though the day has finished. But our body don't know that we work by the light. That's how our ancestors, our body, that's how it worked from the centuries. We look at the light, yes, it's time to go to sleep. Now then, obviously the clock came, the watches came, and then the invention of time. But before that is the light. Like animals still follow, they don't read clocks, they go by, you know, the sun, and the body clock adjusts, and it takes time to adjust. So Summer depression is when you feel anxious because your body is overworking. You feel the symptoms of anxiety, palpitation, of course, dehydration because you have overworked. Now, in sad, it's slightly different. So you feel tired, lethargic because of increased melatonin. Okay, then we have difficulty concentrating when it's cold and freezing. You just look outside and every your body hormone is completely, you know, overflowing, just trying to understand what is going on. You obviously you don't feel like going out, you don't want to focus on anything. Um, so that's when the feeling of sad happens. Then the third is like, that's the name suggests, feeling sad and depressed, low mood. You just don't want to do things, the things you normally enjoy, you just don't want to do it now. That's one of the symptoms of seasonal affective disorder. In different, I mean, I'll give you a classical example. If weather is nice and you have got a day off, you don't have any planned activity, you just don't have. But you wake up, you look outside, sun nice, weather is beautiful, you just want to do things. You get out, take your bicycles out, go for a walk. Oh, let's plan there, let's go there, let's go, that place, regardless of drive, even if it's 3 4 hours drive, you just do things. If it's this type of weather, this stormy weather, then you just, even if you had planned, I don't know, you booked this day off today a month ago, let's go somewhere. Like the closest here hiking is Roseberry Topping. Look at this weather, no, can't do it. It's impossible to do that activity now. So you have to cancel the plan, and obviously, if plan cancel, we feel disappointed. So that's another symptoms of sad, that you don't want to do the activities you once normally enjoyed. Um, Oversleeping and weight gain. You stay stuck at home. How much can you do at home? So, and you just um, you snack on things, eat anything, literally and everything, because you're bored. When you're bored, you eat things, you eat foods, uh, naughty foods, sugar, everything, whatever pleases you, just because your hormones need constant, your brain need constant things, what you enjoy. If you can't go out, you can't do the things you would have done, then the only thing left is how much can you play at home. Unless you are a game addict, video game addict, this is a different story. It hasn't made no difference whether you go out, whether the weather is nice or not, you're still going to play the game. But if you're not, then you don't know what to do with the life. How much can you read? You can read for an hour, but after that, you're back to square one. What are you going to do? Open the fridge, find something, and snack on them. Half an hour later, go down. You you go down to drink water. Next to the water, you see something, biscuits left there. You open the drawer, and then you see the biscuit. Just have one, and then two, and then that's it. You just constantly snacking, so you gain weight in winter. In summer, on the opposite, because as I said, your body is overworking, the days are longer, and you're sweating, you lose weight. Summer body, you automatically get it. But yeah, these are the symptoms. um, who is at risk? People obviously, like, England, hardly any summer this year, and last year I counted in a row, total 3 days we had summer in a row, because summer means it's a season, isn't it? It's not just a couple of days to get, like I'm from India and my wife is from Romania, so the summer is summer actually. You don't have to pull the jackets out, in summer. You put the jackets away, got your summer clothes, weather maybe, not nice, maybe cloudy and raining, but you still don't have to get the jackets out. You don't have to put the heating on. Last year and this year, I haven't turned the heating off for a single day. We haven't put our winter clothes away. We haven't put our duvet away. For past 2 years, fan has been stayed in the loft. Didn't need to. What happened was, if you're not from England, then it's difficult to understand. Officially on paper, summer starts Yeah, 1st of April when the clock changes. But it's still freezing. It's still -1, -2, in 3-degree temperature. So the summer has started, but it's not, because summer means heat, sun. There is no sun. There is no heat. Cold. And by the time you finish April, May, days start to get longer, but the temperature hasn't changed. You may get the sun, but it's still freezing. You go out, so you still need your full winter clothes. Um, so yeah, 3 days last year, and I think it was 3 days this year, 2 or 3 days in a row. We did have few, here and there. So 2 days summer, then 3 weeks of constant rain and cold weather, and then 2 days of sun again. That's not summer, but yeah, this is how it happened. So the people who live in the country who are further from the equator, the line which divides basically, um, where daylight hours. Somebody just said need to put the mic closer to the face. You can just hold it maybe. Is it any better? Any better now? If I hold in my hand, if I hold the mouse in the hand? Yeah, brilliant. Okay, thank you. Yes, thanks for confirming. But yeah, so where the daylight hours are shorter in winter, well, like any country, I would say in India as well, 3, 4 o'clock, it's dark. But in England, it's like almost in summer. Yes, it's nice. The days are longer, but that doesn't change the fact that it's not cold. It's still freezing cold. The next is again Canada. I know it's really cold, colder than England. I don't know what the summer is like. Is it still the same? I don't know. If anybody from Canada is watching, please confirm. I would like to go to Canada, definitely. Now, that's another interesting thing when I did my research about it. Women are more prone to suffer from SAD than men. I think it's purely, I don't know the evidence behind, I don't know why it is, but feel it is because of the hormone. It takes, hormones are different, works different in women than men. So yes, women are more prone to suffer from the seasonal affective disorder, when especially in winter. And it actually makes sense. In summer, obviously, they go out and all that, they do activities. In winter, it's difficult, everything is closed. Men still, just go whatever they need to do. It becomes difficult. um, People with a history of depression, if in your family history you have parents suffer from depression, low mood, anxiety, or mental health condition, then you are prone to get sad. You're prone to suffer from SAD, seasonal affective disorder. it, there are number of ways you can manage sad when the weather changes. Few one will, obviously, you will be able to tell from the things we discussed why it causes it, and what are the symptoms of it. So the first one is get light therapy. There are private center. I remember when I used to work in community, one of my staff member, especially in winter, and when she was about to go abroad, she used to go for the light therapy. So just before she was about to go on holiday, she used to get for a tan, so artificial tan. But in winter, she used to go that, and it has been scientifically proven that light therapy effectively manages seasonal affective disorder, and it makes total sense, because one of the most common cause of SAD is not having enough light. So if you replace that, you won't feel it. Your body can adjust. It's getting what it needs. So yes, um, 20 to 30 minutes daily in the light box with normally more than sufficient to help. Next is nutrition. Eat a balanced diet. If you eat healthy, of course, we just get trapped in a vicious cycle of, you stay in winter, you can't do the things you enjoy, then you eat more, you eat unhealthy, you gain weight, and then you feel more depressed, you feel more low, and you don't know what's causing it without even realizing it. So if you replace your snacks, there are some obviously approaches. You got to train. There are mindfulness eating approach. I love that, because what that approach is, it's not telling you not to eat anything, it just makes you aware of what you're eating and act accordingly. Yeah, you don't it helps you with emotional eating, it helps you with when boredom eating. So if you mindful of journal, write, start journaling what you eat, and you will see the massive difference. Once you write, it makes if you don't keep track of the things you do, you lose track of it. Simple. But with the food wise, especially if you write down everything you eat just before you eat, by the time you finish writing, maybe you don't even want to eat it, because it made you aware that, oh, I'm eating this cake. It's going to go in my diary. Would I be proud of when I read it again? So 9 out of 10 it works. So mindful eating, eat healthy, plenty of no carbohydrates, a balanced diet, decent carbohydrate, decent amount of protein, fats. Okay, so include that, a balanced diet. A Heart UK website, I've got plenty of resources. If you go on Heart UK website, you will see plenty of resources how to have a balanced diet without compromising anything you love. Everything in moderation is definitely, you can't go wrong with that. If you're gonna overdo it, I mean, I've read my all-time favorite quote is, excess of everything is fatal. So everything in moderation is healthy. I know in some practices, um, even snake venom is used as a medicine to treat certain condition like cancers. So everything in moderation is healthy. Everything is a poison. Everything is a medicine, depending on how much and how you use it. So it's important to have a balanced approach to diet. Too avocados are good, but too much of avocados are not good. It's gonna cause cholesterol. Okay. Um, or other anything, literally every fruits are good, but if you're gonna eat too much of fruits only, then you're gonna have stomach problems, bloating. So spinach is good, but too much of spinach is gonna give you diarrhea. So everything in moderation, not excess. So balanced diet. um, Vitamin D, get your vitamin D levels checked. If you can't get it checked, obviously there is no sun. Asian especially are prone to get vitamin D deficiency, so make sure you either take vitamin D supplements. But I don't personally, you know, like taking supplements. So instead of supplements, maybe you want to do some natural approaches. Include vitamin D rich foods like salmon fish. It's full of vitamin D. It helps. It's not full of vitamin D. It basically give your body the things it need to make vitamin D. That's what happens. The production of vitamin D. We have bacteria in our gut which produces vitamin D by utilizing all the nutrients, all the minerals from our intestine, and the sunlight is a trigger to that, to help the production of vitamin D. So vitamin D rich food. um, uh, Staying active is another option. Definitely, it's difficult, but find things to do. Keep your body moving in winter, especially. Keep your body doing. If you can't go out, make sure. If you love walking, you can't go out, make sure you do things like sports. Every day let your body work a little harder than normal. Your metabolism is slow in the winter. Doing the things, your body is not sweating. So make sure you make your body sweat, make your body work, make your body exercise, do the things you can do at home. And if say you can't exercise at home, that's an excuse. Simple. If somebody wants to stay fit, they do everything possible in their capacity to keep themselves fit. Okay? You love going to gym, go to gym. But if you can't go to gym, and that's when you're gonna say, oh, I'm gaining weight, or I can't do this because I only have to go to the gym. No, you don't. That's the mindset issue. You just need to work on the mindset. The main goal is, you want to stay fit, you want to do exercise. It's like saying, tomorrow I want to go to Scotland, but I have to take that XYZ car. No, my main destination is main goal is to go to Scotland, whether it take A car, B car, train, coach, get a lift. That's just the trivial things. Like I was watching an interview of a famous cricketer, MS. If you don't know, is ex-Indian captain, cricket team captain, and somebody asked him about something. Can't remember what it was. What's most important to be a good cricketer? And he answered, I can't remember the full interview, but he said something like that. If I like Mercedes, I like Mercedes. Mercedes is just a car. That's just my choice. But end of the day, the main thing is to have a car which takes me from A to B. Any car can have facilities like Mercedes. They are just accessories. So the main thing is you want to stay fit. If you're gonna say that I need to go to gym, I need to have that particular machine to stay fit, no, you don't. It's the mindset issue. It's a desire. You need to work on your mindset, you need to work on your desires. So once you work on that, then um, everything becomes easy. You see everything is a possibility. Even doing little things make you realize that you're doing the things making you fit. I actually read a study. It was done in America, it was a big chain of a hotel. So when the researcher, he was a psychologist, so when he went there, he saw all of the cleaners were big, even though they were working, morning till night, constantly going from one floor to 10th floor, changing the bed sheet. It's hard work. If you guys change the sheets, you will know that. It's hard work, and they were constantly doing, but all of them were overweight. So then he interviewed few of them, and he asked about the job, and so what the cleaners said, that the maintenance people, what they said is, they come here, they just do their job, and that's all. So next minute, no, actually, before he asked them, he individually approached half of them, and he said to each half of them, that you must be really fit, your heart must be like a superhero, a super athlete, you're constantly working, look at the strength, you need to change the bed sheet constantly, look at, make them aware of what they were actually doing. They were doing a hard work. Now, 3 months later, when he visited again, he noticed an incredible amount of energy they were all showing. They were running around. The weight was literally gone. None of them were overweight. It's just a matter of 3 months. Crazy. And then this is when he discovered the just power of the mindset, like I'm saying. You don't need to, these are just trivial. The end goal should be to stay fit. How you do it, it doesn't really, make massive difference if the end goal is clear. So when before that they were thinking it as a job, they didn't think if they were doing something extraordinary. But when the psychologist make them aware that, oh, it's a hard work, the body listen, they listen, and then things change. They took enjoy, and they treated it as an exercise, and that's where the change was. And also, staying active releases endorphins, which is our happy hormones. So when we exercise, it releases our endorphins, and happy hormone for a reason. It improves our mood, and instead it happens opposite. We our mood is low. So if you stay fit, it improves our mood. Try to do any activity you enjoy. um, Walking, you can go upstairs, downstairs. If you're in the same house, just keep walking few steps. If the weather like this today, definitely you don't want to go out unless you have pets like dog. You must go, get yourself fully covered, and then be safe, because as I said, the storm is really strong at the moment. And I've just told you the sad news. It happens, a tree fell on a car and the person lost his life. So just be careful when you go out in this type of weather. The next way you can combat sad is by connecting with others. Okay, it's difficult when you can't go out, but give them a call, do video chat. We are in 21st century, so yes, we've got all the facilities in 2009 when I came to England. These facilities never existed. You have to, wait for. We had to buy some special scratch cards. It used to be £5, and we used to get like, I think, 100 minutes or so. It's scratchy. Put it in the landline. Then you dial that scratch card number. Then the number, destination number, and God knows how many people couldn't see their families for God knows how many years. We were lucky we could, speak, but now, kids are absolutely fortunate who live abroad. One button, look at me. I don't know where you guys are watching from. You can see me literally in the same fraction of second. So yeah, connect with the people you love. So that's another way. Obviously, if you're not alone, then you have family. Engage with them. Do the things you can do at home. um, Next is herbal remedies. There are some herbal remedies, yeah, like St. John wort. But if you take any other medication, stay clear. Do not take St. John wort. The interactions are still in the process of getting listed. So we still don't know how much effect it can have. You only know with so many medications. So if you are on any medication, be it heart medication, be it mental health medications, any kind of medication, don't take St. John wort. Ashwagandha, on the other hand, is also an adaptogen. What adaptogen is? It like the name suggests, it's adapt, make your body adapt to stress naturally. So do look into ashwagandha. I actually made a video about ashwagandha. So if you're interested, go watch it. It covers everything from scientific studies to what it does to the body and who should avoid it and what sort of side effects ashwagandha can uh, show in people. So ashwagandha is another way, especially in winter. Vitamin D, keep your vitamin D level checked and high, not high, in balanced. um, Warm drinks. Can't go wrong with a warm drink in a cold weather. Treat yourself with a warm tea. Keep yourself hydrated. Difficult to drink water. It can be difficult, especially when your body don't want to drink any water. So you got to force yourself to drink water. But herbal teas, chamomile tea is amazing. Like my wife was telling last time, this is what they use, chamomile tea, and that's why the immunity is so strong. They can thrive in -20 degree temperature. So chamomile tea. She was also telling me about Linda tea, I think something lines it. I can't remember, but yeah, that was another tea she was saying. So any herbal tea you like, even the normal tea, normal hot drink, give yourself warm drink, give yourself hot drinks, soups, hot foods, anything basically, keep yourself hydrated, give your body hot foods that will help you as well to combat symptoms of sad. Mindfulness practice is easy to do. Being mindful is just being present in the time. Anything you do, just be prepared. If you're listening to me, be mindful. Listen to everything, I'm talking. I am present with you. I'm mindful because I'm just focused on what I'm doing at the moment. So mindfulness is one way. Anything you do, it keeps your brain in the present moment so you don't get lost in the past or future. So that's another way you can combat symptoms of SAD, uh, seasonal affective disorder. I'm keep repeating it because people are keep joining it. So if you do meditation or yoga, that's another way. You don't have to go out. You can just do at home. All you need is a little space. Sit down, meditate. What meditation in simple terms mean is to focus. Anything, mindfulness is a form of meditation. Okay, mindfulness and meditation are same tree. Mindfulness is a form of meditation. Meditation, can doesn't need to be a mindfulness practice. So in mindfulness, you have to stay present, in literally in the present. Don't think about past, don't think about future. Whatever you're doing, just in the present. Meditation is, on the other hand, is to focus on things. It could be your past or it could be your future. So you're meditating. I could be just now I'm focused on this. In my camera there is a light here, so I'm looking at it, so I'm meditating because I'm focused on the light. If I like I did like in cognitive behavior therapy, what they do is, or in even hypnotherapy, how they help you with people who are who have phobia of things, who have phobia of circumstances, and who have traumas, what they do is they take people, they kind of is meditation, they take people, they put them into a state, uh, subconscious state, and then they make you think about something happened in the past. So it's a form of cognitive behavior therapy, CBT. Then you think deeply about where did that thing start from. So you're kind of meditating, but in the past. So that's not mindfulness. Many people get confused between mindfulness and meditation. So mindfulness is simply being in the present moment, and meditation is to focus. It doesn't have to be in the present. My meditation can be focused on something you know doing. So you're meditating, thinking about it, you are sound meditation, so you focus on that sound. uh, then there is silva meditation method, where you kind of visualize your future. If you're going through a hard time, then how do you escape from it? So silva meditation, if you want to achieve any goal in your life and you don't know how to get there, you must do silva meditation. It's life changing, and I can personally guarantee it works. If you if you meditate properly according to silva method. So what the method is, you slowly prime your brain, and then once you prime your brain and then you visualize things with deep mind body connection, then you start to see the difference. There is a book as well, Secret. If you guys haven't read it or watched the series, then definitely power of belief, power of thoughts, scientific evidence about it. So doing these type of practices give you purpose, and when we have purpose, there is no room for sad or depression. Normally what happens is, why we feel anxious, either we worry about past or the future. What happens when we feel low? Again, because we kind of don't have a purpose, we lost track of it, we're struggling in the life and we don't know where we're going, and that's when we feel low and depressed. So give yourself a purpose, and this doing these type of activities, mindful, it makes you find the purpose. What do you actually truly want? So do these type of practices no matter the season. You won't be affected. Your external circumstances, which is weather, it won't affect you. Okay. um I mentioned in the beginning that about the food. You know, if you either boredom or staying stuck, you don't know, you've got snacks lying around, you just eat. So journaling. So that was about the food, journaling. But why don't you just start a journal where it not just tracks about what you eat or drink, it tracks everything about it. So keep everything possible. I mean, to this today there are so many facilities, you don't even have to carry a physical journal with you. Your phone, every single phone, be it Android or Apple, they're journaling apps. So all you gotta do is, every time a thought rise, you just type it in. And now even better, you don't even have to type it. There are voice to text. So sorry, I was listening to one podcast, and there's actually simple apps, and one of the famous YouTuber, you probably know him, Ali Abdal, he made his own app. It's called VoicePal. So whatever you say, it records it, and it makes notes. It doesn't write everything. You can set it up, and it takes a brief of your thoughts, what you said, and make a nice little paragraphs of your journals. Brilliant. You don't even have to lift a finger. All you have to do is just be ready to take that step. And once you journal, again, it's scientifically proven, once you journal, you know that's when you're mindful of the things you've done. Instead of being part of it, you observe it. Oh, this is what I wrote, this is my thoughts. So it's important, to start a journal. Many people I know, when they started food journaling, they within a week or so they started to feel the difference in what they were eating and started to lose the weight, literally within a week. So that's powerful journaling is. So if somebody suffers from any form of low mood, mental health, journaling will be the first point of call, I would say, just to start journaling of your thoughts, things you doing, things you thinking, things you eating. Keep a record. If some foods are, um, you may have heard about gut health connection with our mental health. There's a lot of scientific research about it. So what we eat affects the way we our mental health is. So if you feed ourselves good thoughts, that affect all around our body. So start journaling. Um, Sleep hygiene is again really important, as I mentioned, because of the increased melanin production because of the early dark. What time is it? It's only 4:30 and it's pitch dark outside. Literally, it's pitch dark. So, sleep hygiene is really important. Set yourself a regular routine, what time to eat, regardless of you don't go by the light. Just set your body. Obviously, your body is gonna take time when the winter hits, but make sure you don't change these habits. Your necessity, basic necessities. What time you go to sleep, what time you wake up. Alarm will be a good option. What time you eat. So these are the things you important. Um, Keep your light status stable, limit your screen time, you know, before we recommend at least 3 hours before you go to bed have, for kids not to have any screen time. Of blue light affects the melanin production. So keep the room temperature wise comfortable, not too hot, not too cold. um this is it really. So we covered in this live video today what SAD is, which is seasonal affective disorder. It happens when season change, affects mainly people who are further from the equators where the daylight is shorter than normal. And then we covered the symptoms of SAD, which is symptoms of low mood, being lethargic, not doing the things you normally do, and how to combat symptoms of SAD, doing activities, mindfulness, supplements, vitamin D, artificial sunlight. So these are the type of things you can do, especially in the beginning of winter month. Hi, you want to say hi to everybody? Come and say hi to everybody. Hi everybody. Say here. You're not in the camera. Come here. That's my son Ivan. Say now. That's my son Ivan. No, I'm saying you need to say hi everybody in the camera. Hi everybody. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Look in the camera. Now say it. Nice to meet you. What's your name? What's your name? Your name. Ivan. Okay. And when is your birthday? 30th December. How old are you going to be? Lots. Lots? I think you're going to be 3 years old. Old. Did you go out today? Yeah. No, you didn't. Did you get bored? Yeah. What did you cook with Mama now? Don't leave the light. What did you cook with Mama? Tell everybody. Everybody's watching you. Tell everybody. What did you eat? Muffins. Muffins. Okay. Did you get bored today? Yeah. Did you cry today? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What do you want to do now? Shall we play? Play. This is it, guys. So we couldn't go out. He got bored and frustrated since morning. Stayed stuck in the house. So we played together. Now we're going back again. I thought to give you a brief of. So if any of you guys affected, do let me know in the comments. Keep yourself healthy and fit. In the kitchen. Do you want to go? Yeah. Go then. Say bye bye to everybody. Bye bye everybody. So nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you guys. Okay then. Say bye bye. Bye bye. So that was it. So thank you very much for joining me today. Hope this information about SAD and was helpful. Do let me know if any of you suffer from any of these symptoms when weather change, when winter approach. Until next time, take care. Thanks for joining.